happen because even then he just drops it, and great hole. They've got Medusa held in right now. No TP supports coming in because there's already a battle happening up on the top with the ultimate from Wish Doctor as well as the Lich ulti bouncing around. Clockwork Goblin follows over the top. Great arrow from Missy over the top. While this is still happening, the bottom lane Dusa is now going to become a very, very prime target, but 3 heroes from the Sentinel going down here in the middle lane for the cost of nothing for the Scourge. Trying to hold the wave back down. Dusa hiding inside the trees. Goes for the TP. Familiars will drop from the skies. The stun goes off. And wow, just trying to hold them off there. Even the Stone Gaze trying to slow anything down. Familiars don't care. Rocket flies over the top as well. And Medusa is out of mana. That shield will no longer protect. TP support's trying to come in. Familiars will try and drop as well. Dusa doing a very, very good juke, except he goes straight into the Scourge wave and just damages him off. He pops a shield for a second, and the Gargoyles drop from the skies. ES Fissure goes off. The match might even get Visage out this one. ES ulti! It tries to go off, but the magic wand charge is more than enough to keep him alive right now, while Missy got the last hit there on the retreating light. It won't be enough, and Missy can keep that pressure on that bottom lane as long as she possibly wants. Perseverance will keep that instant regen coming off. SF and CM coming down towards to try and defend this bottom lane. The entire DTS side have now been pulled down towards this bottom lane. Potom and Clockwork Goblin, I think, realise they're in over their heads, or do they? Rocket goes down, they see the 3 heroes and go, you know what? This is probably not the smartest idea to be around here. There are the familiars there which do actually give an escape possibility here for Missy, as well as the leap she actually has over the top. But they're going to look for a very, very long arrow, hoping for a retreating player, hoping for CM, and even just that damage. Familiars drop from the sky. The Fury and ulti, it's not enough. 64 HP. Leap comes in. Starfall goes down as well. He should even claim Lich off the back of this one. You've got to be careful that ES done. One more hit. Magic Wand actually is not. It's a Mac completed on Lich. We'll try and save him, but Fury actually TPs himself down. Demon actually claims the last hit here, and now Nevermore wants to claim Fury. Great movement. Actually cancels the raises there from the Nevermore. Not cancels, but gives him a bit of doubt on where to actually fire them off. Familiars are back in the mix again. Potom hanging around on very, very low HP. Clockwork Goblin coming in very, very close. That mini summon, you can see the animation just popping off his back, hoping to get close enough to try and slow down that SF as much as he possibly can. Of course, that SF can't even pop his ulti when that mini summon's actually happening on the back of him until he gets that BKB up. But the tier 1 tower has gone down. Milk gets the last hit in the back of that one. And so much money and so many towers, 19-1 going the way of MYM. Another fishing arrow coming out from Potom. I said it's a great initiator, and that's a great time to actually put it off there too. There was no vision from a further creep wave, and if SF was actually buying something, he wouldn't have seen it instantly come out. But luckily, luckily for DTS fans, the SFG was on the ball and ready to actually try and defend this one. Tier 2 tower ult, not down the top lane. There's the glitch in the replay. It does actually show the tower still being up on the mini-map. But for a tower check, you can see the tier 1 is all gone from all lanes at the moment. All tier 2 towers are still up for DTS. And, well, SF and ES are trying to hold on to this bottom tower while Dusa holds up the top tower. As, what do we actually got coming out here from Missy as the Crow flying that bottle back once again. Perseverance on top of him too, so items will be coming up. Looks like a bit of a Roshan time as well. Trying to help out very, very greatly with that one. It's a great ability. Fury is just one of these heroes, which I really don't know why he's not auto-banned, because he should be picked in every single game. Just for his ability for map control, ability to actually push as well, ability to actually gank as well. He just has every single thing going for him. He's like what SK used to be, except he's Furion, funnily enough. That's what his name says. As now Malik, Mania, Demon, Missy, they're all there. Aegis goes down, and Potom actually claims the Aegis Immortal too. So leaving the bottle behind for him. He can still fly that bottle out, use the charges, and then just basically just jump himself in towards the battles and just run the bottle back. It's basically a standard regen. Saves you having to walk all your way back to your Well of Life, or in this case, the defiled Fountain of Life. Lich and Deuce are trying to farm the top lane. Let's have a look at CS scores. That's one thing we haven't even had a glimpse at right now. And looks like Deuce is actually leading the way here. 125 for 42, 5 neutral kills on top of that too. So farm actually coming up pretty nicely for Light, in fact. So as I said, he was a glimmer of hope a long, long time ago. Still has 1,700 gold inside his bank too. He wants to get that Skadi up. He really, really wants to get that Skadi. Not Skadi, sorry, Lincoln Sphere. So basically it allows him to actually take that arrow for the team. Of course, it does basically, in case you know what that does, it does actually stop any spell. It will still do the damage, but it won't actually have the extra stun that comes over the top of it. So it cancels the effect of the magic abilities. As Potom actually completes her Lincoln Sphere. So already on top of it. So the person who will actually get negated there by the Lincoln Sphere on top of, actually keeping the pressure on, does give you that little bit of extra stats damage. because you also got to be very, very careful too. That arrow, if it does hit SF, will be in trouble. The regen coming out from Potom, this is what I'm talking about, just transferring those items across the bottles on top. ES Fissure goes off, doesn't hit Potom, just hits Furion as well as the Creep Wave right now. And half of that Creep Wave is actually the trends created by Furion. Off goes that call, the Call of Nature, or I believe it's actually called from Furion's ultimate, which does damage everything around the map. At least all the heroes. Mech pops off, keeping those Creep Wave alive, keeps a little bit extra armor as well on top of it too. They will actually block off this tree, so it's been very, very hard to deny, but they do have enough range heroes to actually do this one. Starfall goes down, demolishes the Creep Wave, forces them back. Familiar's doing a lot of damage, Nevermore forced to fall back as Familiar's actually dropped down to stone form. You can't kill them that way, and Dread actually managed to get the deny with almost the entire MYM side there. In fact, I think it is, yeah, there's no one on the bottom lane. The entire MYM side was there, and still Dread manages to time the deny. It's a small, small victory. Consolation prize, like the free chocolate should get on the price is right. But it is 19-1 right now as Missy goes towards the top lane. Support comes in, Furion is there, Starfall goes off, just damaging that Creep Wave down and then drops the Starfall to get the extra gold. That's how you actually farm with Potom, and it's done beautifully now with the Creep Wave coming down. There's that restoration I was telling you about from Visage. He's been aggressive the entire time. Even a Rocket keeping up tabs on who's actually up there. Everyone with Frost Armor too. First time I actually think I've seen that on the entire team. But we will see the Sentinel side try and defend this one. A couple of raises from the SF. Be very, very careful. Familiar's dropping from the skies, just holding the Creep Wave back so the tier 2 tower can actually die. Potom's on top. Mystic Snake bounces around, trying to slow them down as well. Another Rocket keeping that little bit of a life down there. The mech is enough to actually count it though. Just pop off a mech and all is well in DTS land. MYM rotating back towards the middle, keeping the pressure on all their lanes. Going to try and get more pressure on that bottom lane too, so they can bring down that last tier 2 tower. Is the only thing that is stopping them from basically pushing inside the main base. Of course, that and the entire DTS side, that is a small hindrance as well for MYM to win this game. But 19-1, it is a fantastic lead. Visage now, Ring of Health is up, Planeswalker's Cloak, so looking to actually complete that Hood of Defiance as fast as he possibly can to cancel off those raises. Of course, they are magical damage. Hood of Defiance would literally just carve it right in half, and Visage would cop. Actually, I think it's half, or maybe you can still take 60% of the damage of the raises, but that is a lot to actually take off. 40% is a lot of damage to actually remove, especially with that standard regen that comes in. And the Crow! Oh, the Courier's been killed here. Dread's Courier goes down. Arrow goes off as well. And oh no! The Fissure goes off, holds him in place. There is the Frost. Is there a Frost? The Stone Gate's trying to slow them down. ES is not to be stopped. He wants to try and come up here and get that Visage off. Potom popped the ult. He gave him all a bit of time to breathe here. Drops a Starfall as well. Right on top, ES has enough for another Fissure. Wants to try and lock Potom in. Potom actually going to the right here. Fissure goes off on top of Demon. He still has a lot of life on the back of this one. ES drops the ulti. Demon with the wand charges as well as the mech. A lot of life coming up. Still retreating himself back. Manages to live. And that is the tankiness. The full-on tankiness. And even then, Dudes are down 75 HP. SF is in the midst here. Rocket goes off. Furion trying to claim one off here. CM still running himself around as Potom does actually die, but the Aegis Immortal will allow him to actually respawn himself back up again. Furion holding the ES off here. Missy comes up. One hit is all he needed for Deuce, with no HP had, was walking around with 50 HP. CM goes down. Short range arrow. Double kill for Missy. This is the carry Potom. Will they just dive themselves in? Furion going to TP right on top right now. Starfall takes a fall. ES almost dies from that one too. Missy's on the rampage. Launches himself back out there, but it will be the Lich ulti to bounce itself around. And oh no, it goes between Milk as well as Demon. What a great Lich ulti. Double A saves the life of his teammates. SF managing to fall back. ES, Lich, as well as CM, who died during the middle of that one, but has respawned due to his massively low level. But wow, you couldn't have asked for a better time for a Lich ulti. That is going to annoy MYM a little bit. Potom would have hoped he would have dragged that Lich ulti when he leaped himself out there, but in the end, he'd leaped out, died on the leap, and then just bounced between Furion and Milk, who are already at low HP trying to push themselves through, so it's already difficult enough. CM falling back in the bottom lane just at the right time, with the Potom arrow having a bit of a fish. The Clockwork Goblin Rocket is enough to actually even keep CM down half HP, forcing him back all the time. Can't even come close this one, because if Clockwork Goblin pops that ulti and manages to actually latch on, then everything's going to hit the fan. Lich now coming down. ES Fissure locks Potom in place. There is a leap though, can easily get himself back out. Needs to be facing the right way. Starfall goes off. Is actually fighting the battle. Rocket flies over the top. Mech might be enough. Potom still doing, and yes! Missy, can you stop her? Double A goes down. Clockwork Goblin comes in as well. Pops off the cogs. Tries to hold ES in place. And Mania doing the damage from range right now. Don't think he popped off his malady, but ES, Restoration comes off right now. Furion will TP himself in right on top of this battle as well. And no, he won't. It's just an intimidation teleport. You saw the animation. It was like, ah, crap. Milk's on the way. don't go in, and that's exactly all he needed to. So now Furion pushing this top lane, throws down the Tridents, and this is what I'm talking about with Furion. Even he is just intimidation, and in the Necromicon level 1, they'll get up to level 3. He doesn't even need the invis detection. He's just going to burn that mana, spin him up in the air, and then just basically say, if you want to go invis, I'll find you anyway, but I'll just use him for basically pushing power. BKB up on SF, good to see that actually being completed here for DTS fans. A couple of good ultis might even turn this around for them. It's 3-22, and nothing is over until the fat lady sinks. And I put a muzzle on my mother to ensure that this game does not end. As we see, Demon Edge coming out for the bottom right now. Not actually completing the item, and I think, nope, no bottle charges is all they actually want. FaZe, Demon Edge, Deucer on the bottom lane, still only with that ultimate orb. Hasn't got anything more. The deaths are not helping her cause. ES hanging on the bottom lane as well, looking for the right time to try and push him, or try and get that fissure off and lock a hero in place, giving his team time to actually hit on top of these heroes. Earned on top of the ES, and only just pops level 9 at 25 minutes into the game. Of course, in saying that, level 6 for the Crystal Maiden. Arrow flies off, a long-range arrow